watching 6 Stories at 6 with me, Akanksha Khajuri, and this evening, first up, we'll get you the details on the language war that is spilled onto the streets in the state of Maharashtra. In Kerala, dramatic scenes unfolded as protesters entered the university opposing the Saffronization, and we have a ground report for you on that. Next, across the globe, Donald Trump has opened a new front, announcing the fresh round of tariffs on 14 countries in West Bengal. Top leaders of the TMC wing is now under the scanners in West Bengal for ragging and sexual harassment. Students are saying that they were forced to undress, and it was all caught on camera, and you must watch that video. In the state of Uttar Pradesh, a massive conversion racket has been busted. Minors were forced to convert, and the bulldozers have now moved in. And finally, the Congress chief Mallikarjun Kharge is under the scanner for his remarks on President Murmu and Ramnath Kovind. BJP says that it's an insult, and the party has demanded an apology from the Congress chief on this. These are the 6 stories that we're tracking for you this evening. Let's get started. In fact, before we take you through the breakings, we have a breaking update coming in. 23 Indians have been stranded at the Tibetan-Nepal border, and this is during the Kailash Sarovar Yatra that is currently underway. Indians have been stranded as bridge connecting Nepal to Tibet washed away in the flash flood. So that region is already facing a monsoon, and there have been flash floods in the last few days, and what we're learning is that now 23 Indians are stranded at the Tibetan-Nepal border because the bridge that connects Nepal to the Tibet area has washed away because of the flash floods. In fact, these are the stills of the Indians, the 23 Indians that are stuck at the Nepal-Tibet border who are currently there. The rescue operation is currently underway. But let us tell you about what has happened there on the ground. We are learning that because of the monsoon flash flood, the bridge that connects Nepal with Tibet has washed away. And you can see on your screens, this is the family that is currently stuck there. Remember, before leaving for Mansarovar Yatra, they clicked this photo. And what we are learning is that they are now stranded, and the rescue operations are currently underway. Let me go across to my colleague Gursimran, who joins us live on the broadcast with more details. Gursimran, tell us about these families that are stranded, and also about the rescue operation. We are learning that it is underway currently. Give us more details on that.
See what has happened, that they have gone to perform the parikrama of the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra that began this year after a gap of 5 years. And when they went for the same, it was all normal. There was no flash floods. They crossed this very bridge that is there that connects the Tibet to Nepal and vice versa. When they crossed over, it was all normal. But when they were returning today morning, they at around 5, they left from Gairong, the hotel they were staying in, for the very place they have to cross. But they were told that they cannot cross, and it was all havoc there due to the flash floods. Now they are stranded in the Tibet and cannot cross over to the Nepal. What we are getting to know that all 23 are Indian passport holders. A couple of them had the family emergency as they had to travel for the last rites of their close relative, but they could not travel. Reason being that they are left with no other option but to wait. Now the other routes that they can take, they are somewhere 800 to 900 kilometers from this very place, and this is what we are being told is not accessible, at least for now. And now they are urging for the help. They said that they have written to the Chinese embassy as well, and as well as to the Indian side, and they are looking for the help. These 23 people, they are said to be different from the different parts of the country, including those from Maharashtra as well. They have 3 doctors and 2 lawyers in this group, and a total of 23 that also have some minors in this very group that have gone to perform this yatra. Now what they are saying that since most of their baggages are also left at the hotel in Kathmandu, as they had to travel with the bare minimum with them. So now they are stranded there, and they do not know what lies next for them, because the way these flash floods have caused the havoc, they are left with no option but to wait, and they do not know what lies next for them.
Absolutely, Gursimran. 23 Indians there, including doctors and lawyers, and a few of them you can see on the screen as well. They are stranded as the bridge that connects Tibet to Nepal has collapsed. Keep tracking those details, Gursimran. We'll keep coming back to you for more on this. Now shifting our focus to the state of Maharashtra, Marathi language row has escalated as there was a massive uproar on the streets of Mumbai today. Workers of Raj Thakre's led Maharashtra Navnirman Sena, that is MNS, launched a massive protest to counter a protest which was staged by the traders after a food stall owner was assaulted in Maharashtra for speaking Marathi. Now several MNS workers were detained today and there was massive uproar on the streets of Maharashtra, especially near the Bhayandar area is what we are learning, and we are showing you those visuals that are coming in from Mumbai. In fact, let me go across to Shiv Sena leader Krishna Hegde. Thank you so much for speaking to Republic TV. Sir, I want to ask you two things. Firstly, how do you look at the massive uproar on the streets of Maharashtra? MNS leaders, in fact, they did not have the permission to do this protest. They went ahead and did this. But tell us about the presence of another Shiv Sena leader there on the ground. He was also part of the protest. He went there. He was heckled by MNS leader. That's a different issue. But how do you look at this?
Akansha, let me tell you that for the Shiv Sena or all of us here, India was divided into statehood on linguistic lines, and Marathi is the utmost importance in Maharashtra. And there are no two ways about it. The government paperwork is in Marathi. The state language is Marathi. Everyone who lives here should speak Marathi, learn Marathi, and know Marathi. And Marathi is the priority for all of us. And therefore, the MNS agitation which took place today, the only issue was everyone is allowed to protest in a democratic setup. But the MNS agitation did not have police permission, and therefore some of the leaders were detained. Moreover, one of our ministers, Mr. Pratap Sarnaik, also was part of the agitation. He was not heckled at all, because he is a local MLA from there. He has won 4 times from that area, and therefore it is obvious that the local representatives of the people, when many of his voters are part of the protest, he will be there along with them, and that is the duty of every elected representative. And therefore I see nothing wrong in Mr. Pratap Sarnaik being there. We, the Mahayuti, are together in the government. That's the Bharatiya Janata Party, Shiv Sena,
Absolutely,
and the
sir.
Rashtrabadi Congress, Ajit Pawar. And we are holding a majority in the House. The people of Maharashtra have given us a mandate. And that mandate is not only to work for the people, but also to protect regional interests.
Absolutely, sir.
And
massive
exactly
protest there on the streets of Maharashtra. The language row has escalated. Thank you so much for speaking to Republic TV. Now we're shifting our focus to Kerala. Dramatic scenes unfolded at Kerala University as members of the left-wing group Student Federation of India, or SFI, broke into the campus to protest against what they called is saffronization of the institution. The row in fact began when SFI opposed the use of a picture of Bharat Mata at the university event attended by the governor of Kerala. Students also protested against the suspension of the registrars. These were the 2 reasons. Now police tried to control the situation, but the students barged into the administrative building by scaling the wall and the main gate as well, and they tried to force their way in fact inside the vice chancellor's room as well. Have a look at these visuals that we are showing you from earlier today from Kerala University, where there was a massive turmoil, a massive uproar there by the SFI students. Let me go across to BJP leader Madhuvanti Arun. Thank you so much for speaking to Republic TV. How do you see this campus uproar in Kerala? There was uproar over Bharat Mata photo because we are learning that the governor, he offered flowers to this image of Bharat Mata, and after that there was chaos, utter chaos at the Kerala University. Your first reaction?
No, I think this is very wrong to be even instigating such reactions, because I don't see anything religious or right or left about this. This is Bharat Mata. This is nationalistic. Are you trying to tell me that a university in Kerala does not want to teach its students about what it is to be nationalistic? You're not bringing in the picture of a god or anything for that matter, right? Where is the saffronization of a university involved when you're talking about Bharat Mata? Now, are we going to have to defend the face of this country also and say that Bharat Mata has now suddenly become saffron? I mean, what are the people in Kerala trying to indicate by this? And what are you trying to instigate into the minds of the next generation, as in students, by allowing them to create this kind of an uproar when the governor pays his respects to Bharat Mata? I think Bharat Mata belongs to all. She is the symbol of this country. You either stay national or you call yourself anti-national. But this is very wrong. And I do not appreciate this kind of behavior or attitude or this kind of a protest. I think it has to be condemned very strongly.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much for speaking to Republic TV. We'll keep updating our viewers about the chaos at the Kerala University. Now, tensions are soaring on the global trade front as well. President Donald Trump has unveiled a sweeping new rounds of tariff targeting 14 countries with rates as high as 40%. From Japan to South Africa, key US trade partners have now been hit. In fact, Trump said that deal with India will be announced very soon. But as far as the trade war is concerned, 14 countries is what we're learning, including Japan and South Korea. They've been hit with the tariff. India's deal with Donald Trump and the United States will be announced soon. In fact, this is as far as the trade war is concerned. Now, Donald Trump has announced the trade tariff on 14 countries, and many of those countries are the close ally of the United States. Now, the deal with India will be happening soon. In fact, earlier today, letters were sent to the 14 countries where these trade tariffs were imposed. Many of close allies of the United States. And the trade talks between India and United States has been going on in the last few months, and we are learning that a decision on that will be taken shortly. Let me go across to Santosh Mehrotra, Professor of Economics at JNU. Thank you so much for speaking to Republic TV. The news regarding the deal with India will come out soon. But as far as the tariff war is concerned, he has imposed tariff on 14 countries, many of them also close ally of the United States. Should India also be worried since many of the countries are the close allies of the United States, but still we are seeing heavy percentage of the trade imposed on them, tariff imposed on them?
We could be worried, but firstly, Mr. Trump has been consistently delaying. So, first, the deadline was in April itself, and it was moved by 90 days when the markets collapsed in the United States. So he changed his mind, and now he has moved it to the 1st of August. And meanwhile, apparently, India and the United States have been negotiating. They are already in a fairly advanced stage of discussion. So I don't see that the tariffs are going to be imposed on us. That's the sense I have as of now. However, Mr. Trump is a very unpredictable gentleman. So we will have to wait to see. Yeah.
Absolutely. It remains to be seen what the deal with India will be as far as the United States is concerned. Thank you so much for speaking to Republic TV. Now, shifting our focus to the state of West Bengal, weeks after Law College gang rape case, a case of ragging and sexual harassment has come to the light from the state of West Bengal, and this time too, TMC is under the scanner. Souvik Ray, state vice president of the student wing of the Trinamool Congress, has been accused of serious sexual abuse and ragging. In fact, the incident took place at the Narsingha Datta College in Howrah, where the Ray was the alumni, and students claim that he forced men there, the boys there, to remove their trousers, stay back in the union room late at night and record videos while pouring water into their clothes. Now, the police has started the investigation in this matter. They have launched the probe in this. Have a look at the disturbing visuals that are coming to the fore as far as this case is concerned. This is shocking video that we are getting for you of the ragging and sexual assault in this case as well. And this is more shocking because this is coming just weeks after the shocking law college gang rape case in this video. You can see this is from the union room where the complainant says that after 8 o'clock, Sovikre used to take these boys there and he used to ask them to pull down the trousers and in fact also torture them by putting hot water into their pants as well. And they say that he used to get pleasure out of this. Now shifting our focus to the state of Uttar Pradesh, a major conversion racket has been uncovered in Uttar Pradesh centering around a cleric named as Changur Baba in Balrampur. The UP STF Anti-Terrorism Squad has arrested the mastermind behind this illegal mass religious conversion along with his wife as well. And now what you're learning that according to the FIR, the couple lured at least 40 people including minors to convert to Islam. Financial trail reveals over 100 crore funneled through 40 bank accounts from the foreign sources as well. And the racket spreads far beyond Balrampur in Uttar Pradesh with links suspected across the country and abroad as well. Now, meanwhile, the illegal construction on government land by the cleric has also triggered the bulldozer action in UP, and we've been showing you those visuals of the bulldozer action in Balrampur. Have a look at that ground report.
ताबीज बेचने के नाम पर और एक ताबीज मिली है। मैं सहयोगी से कहूँगा थोड़ा सा इसको दिखाएं जूम करके। आप अगर देख पा रहे हो, समझ पा रहे हो तो देखिए, ये शायद उर्दू में है, फारसी में है, लेकिन ये कुछ और है। ये भारत की संस्कृति नहीं है। ये आप देखिए यहाँ पर, तो इस तरह की बहुत सारी चीज़ें आपको यहाँ देखने को मिलेंगी। साथ ही ये देखिए ड्रोन, चारों तरफ ड्रोन उड़ाया जा रहा है, चारों तरफ सुरक्षा को देखा जा रहा है। कहाँ क्या कुछ चीज़ें निकल सकती हैं, कुछ चीज़ें मिल सकती हैं, क्या कहीं कोई और भी कुछ चीज़ें यहाँ बरामद हो सकती हैं, उस पर बाकायदे पूरी तरह से निगरानी की जा रही है, पूरी नज़र है और यहाँ पर ड्रोन से चारों तरफ पैनी नज़र रखा जा रहा है। साथ ही बुलडोजर चल रहा है। और मैं आपको और बता दूं कि बुलडोजर की संख्या बढ़ा दी गई है। बुलडोजर की संख्या बढ़कर के 5 हो गई है। 3 बुलडोजर, 2 बुलडोजर इस तरफ 3 बुलडोजर हैं तो 2 बुलडोजर पीछे के साइड में, यानी कि 2 से 3 तरफ से यहाँ पर मकान गिराने का काम चल रहा है, ये ध्वस्तीकरण की कार्रवाई चल रही है और 5-5 बुलडोजर इस पर काम कर रहे हैं। अभी मेरी यहाँ जो बलरामपुर के जो कप्तान हैं उनसे मेरी बात हुई, उन्होंने कहा बाकायदे पूरे प्रोसेस के बाद यह जगह गलत पाई गई है और आदेश के बाद इस पर कार्रवाई हो रही है और यहाँ पर पूरी तरह से सुरक्षा व्यवस्था दिया गया है। अन्य जो मकान हैं अगर उस पर भी निर्देश आता है, जांच में वो चीज़ें बढ़कर आती हैं तो उस पर भी कार्रवाई होगी। तो खुद ग्राउंड जीरो पर पहुंचे थे जो जिले के कप्तान हैं, बलरामपुर के जो कप्तान हैं वह यहाँ पर आए हुए थे। उनसे रिपब्लिक भारत ने बातचीत की और उन्होंने खुद रिपब्लिक भारत को जानकारी दी है कि यह पूरी तरह से जो निर्माण है अवैध पाया गया है, यह जांच में अवैध पाया गया है, जिसके बाद यहां पर कानून के तहत इस पर बुलडोजर की प्रक्रिया जारी है, बुलडोजर की कार्रवाई जारी है, ध्वस्तीकरण का काम यहां पर जारी है और वह पूरी तरह से कानूनी तौर तरीके से हो रहा है।
Now moving on, the Bharatiya Janata Party has trained a gun on Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge, slamming his remark on the President Draupadi Murmu and former President Ramnath Kovind as objectionable. Now at a rally in Raipur, Mallikarjun Kharge mispronounced their names, referring to President Murmu as Murmaji and calling her predecessor COVID. Although he immediately corrected himself, the damage was done. In fact, the Bharatiya Janata Party has launched a scathing attack on him, demanding an apology from him and also from the party. Listen in.
तो बड़े बोलेंगे, मुर्मा जी को हम प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया बनाए, कोविंद को हमने प्रेसिडेंट बनाया। हाँ भाई बनाए, कई के लिए बनाए? हमारी संपत्ति छीनने के लिए बनाए, हमारे जंगल छीनने के लिए बनाए, हमारा जल रोकने के लिए बनाए, हमारी जमीन खींचने के लिए कर रहे।
दलित समाज, महिला सब आज निंदा कर रही हैं मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे और कांग्रेस पार्टी की। मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी कहते हैं बातें तो बड़ी बोलते हैं मुर्मा जी, ध्यान दीजिएगा, आदरणीय नहीं, द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी नहीं, बातें तो बड़ी बोलते हैं मुर्मा जी को हमने प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया बनाया। रामनाथ कोविंद जी नहीं, कहते हैं कोविड। रामनाथ कोविंद जी को कोविड बुला रहे हैं। हमने प्रेसिडेंट बनाया, हां वही बनाए, काहे के लिए बनाए? हमारे लिए बनाए, हमारी संपत्ति छीनने के लिए बनाए, हमारे जंगल छीनने के लिए बनाए।
As you heard, Bharatiya Janata Party has hit out at the Congress President Chief Mallikarjun Kharge, seeking his apology, saying that his remarks on President Murmu and former President are completely objectionable. In fact, they've also said that Rahul Gandhi should also offer apology on the same. And with this, this is all we could pack for you in this bulletin of 6 stories at 6. We'll be back tomorrow with more such stories. Till then, keep watching Republic TV.